Good morning, Stampers. This is Sissy with stampinwithsissy.net. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I want to show you this adorable little treat box that I'm making for Mother's Day gifts. I saw on Pinterest, posted by Cindy Bromba. It was so adorable, and I am making several of them for my mother, obviously, and for my friends. It holds 4 of the Ghirardelli squares, because most mothers don't want too much chocolate, but they enjoy indulging just a little bit. We're going to be using Stampin' Up's Apron of Love stamp set. It is absolutely adorable. I've seen tons of wonderful posts on Pinterest and YouTube using this stamp set, and I have used it many times myself. In the interest of time, I've already done a lot of the work for you. I just wanted to show you basically how I put this together. I want to show you a couple of tips that I have learned. When I'm using these stamps, the photopolymer, they're a little bit flexible when you're putting them on, and you can stretch them out or put them on a little bit crooked so that when you stamp the background here, it doesn't match up with the die. So what I typically do is I put the stamp on and then I put the die over it and make any adjustments that I need to make sure that I get that nice even line around. Another tip is I use my score tape on the apron. I put a couple of pieces here before I adhere it. And these little backs can be tricky to get off, so I like to use my I have a friend who calls this her weapon. Helps to get the backs off and when you're using mini dimensionals. So before you put your apron or your pocket on, just arrange your utensils. Aren't these adorable? Oh my goodness. And the die cut for them is so easy to use. They just simply pop right out. It's fun. If you're going to put the little tongs in fact I'm going to move this over, you want to just make sure that you avoid putting it over your sentiment. And then add the little spoon. There. I like to mix things up when I do the video. Making the same thing over and over again is kind of boring. You can see that I used designer series paper. The reason that I back the designer series paper with the Bermuda Bay cardstock is because it's not as thick as the cardstock and it won't hold up as well. So I'm just going to take a few of my little mini dimensionals, add them to the back of this pocket. I kind of like that better, so I'm going to stick with the dimensionals. And these dimensionals are very sticky, so when you are putting them on your project, make sure you have them placed exactly where you want them so that you can move them if it's not quite right. And that looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to smash it on there. Okay, now I want to show you how I made the box. Now I'm going to show you how to make the box. I have a piece of Bermuda Bay, and it is cut at 4.5 by 3 3/4, and I'm going to score it at 1 1/4, so that's right here on all sides. Love this score pad. Okay, then with my snippers, I'm going to cut on this score line here and miter it just a tad. So I'm mitering this part of the score line. Now I'm going to take my scoring tape and I'm going to put it across the middle, the big middle section, and down each side. Now we're going to I'm going to burnish the score lines so that we have a nice neat fold. Okay, get my weapon out again. I'm going to bring these two sides in one at a time. I want to match it up so the top lines with the top of the middle. And again on this side. There we go. Do the same thing on this side. And if you want all the details and the products that I've been using, you can go on my website again, www.stampinwithsissy.net. All the information you need to make this is on that site. You know, this works out perfectly every time until you do a video. That didn't line up as well as I would like it to, so I'm just going to cheat. Okay. I love this tear and tape. It is so strong. It just really holds well. So I'm going to use it to adhere my apron fronts and backs to my little box. I think I drive my friends crazy when I'm doing this because they're so perfect. They're such perfectionists. One side. This is the back. I'm putting the tape on this part of the box rather than on the back of the apron because I'm not sure how high up on the apron I need to go to adhere this. And there you have it. Isn't that easy? It fits 4 of the Ghirardelli squares in there. And, oh wait, I almost forgot the bow. You're never done until you've got your bow. I made this video because Paula Roberts, one of my very dear friends who came to my card class, saw my sample and said, please do a video on that and make sure I have all the information because I want to make some. So here it is, Paula. This is for you. Super simple, super fast, super easy, and so adorable. It would make any mom happy. I also love, I wanted to point out about this stamp set, there's a stamp that says best and ever, so you can stamp the best ever in any color, and then you can put mom, dad, or friend in here. So this is a wonderful stamp set for any occasion. I gave it to my mother for, I made a card out of this stamp set for my mother's birthday, and she just went crazy over it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and will come back and visit me again soon. Thanks for stopping by.